big data information for IEM 361 operational decision making. I will give a brief overview of the uniformity yield and key process indicators known to us as KPIs, a brief description of the yield, the top 3 problem articles 045 0478, 045 9082, 045 0477, ending it with a summary. As you can see, uniformity virgin yield is our KPI. This is measured in percent with a goal of 95 and a trigger of 95. Therefore, when we meet our goal of 95 or above, it's symbolized with a green line. When we do not, it's symbolized with a red. As you can see from the graph of our KPI tracking, we have not met our goal 4 weeks: calendar week 3, calendar week 7, calendar week 15, and calendar week 24. We also have not met this goal for the overall month of January. Now, if you direct our attention to the Pareto chart, it will show you our top 3 problem articles: 045, 0478, leading all articles with 450 tires that are bad; 154, 9082 with a little over 125 tires; 045, 0477. I like that. Oh 45, 045, 0477 with just over 125, and all other articles with just over 125 bad tires. With the top 3, we put it down at the bottom with our top 3 action items list. This will give the description from the Pareto chart: description of action items, date initiated, comments or issues, the owner, the due date, and the status. As you can see from the slide, now we'll take a look at our top 3. Now we'll take a look at our bottom 3 articles, even though we call them the top 3. 045, 0478 has an RFH1 problem. To us, it is a radial force harmonic 1 or radial force first harmonic. As you can see from the graph, it displays the average, first deviation, third deviation, CPK values, the upper limit, and the tire count. This upper limit can be displayed by the yellow bar with the spec limit. As you can see from the graph, our average is relatively high at 8.7 compared to our spec limit compared to our spec limit with a 7.78 deviation. Our next article, 154, 9082, has a canonicity problem. Here, you can once again see the average, first deviation, third deviation, CPK value, upper and lower limit, and the tire count. Canonicity is a special case that has upper limits and lower. Canonicity is a special case that has spec limits that are upper and lower. Conicity is a special case where it has spec limits that are positive and negative. Conicity is a special case where it has limits that are positive and negative. Ideally, we would like it to be 0. Here you can see our average is at about 7.5 with a deviation of 5.05. Our next article is 0450477. It also has RFH1 problem. Again, we will display the average, first deviation, third deviation, CPK values, upper limit, lower limit, and the tire count. Upper limit, lower limit, and the tire count. This specific article also has a spec limit of 10.5, as denoted by the yellow bar. The average is a little bit high at 6.3, and the deviation is a 3.1. Similar instance to 0450478, but just a little bit lower and not as many tires failed. Hopefully, by seeing the top 3 in depth, it gives you a better understanding of what we're trying to do here. With our top 3 action items list, we put the description of the items and what the problem specs are, as we just discussed, the date we initiated the date we initiated the change, the date that we initiated a date we initiated a change process, any comments concerning the article. And as you can see, I'm the owner for most of the what's important without complicating the data, without complicating the information about the big data, it could be said that our processes need some improvement based solely off the deviations. Another thing that's really important for us are our due dates. We want to keep in mind that we're always working to have continuous improvements. So, continual improvements. Overall, we have more good days than bad days, and we continue to fight it uphill. No. Are the due dates. I hope this presentation has been informative. Thank you for your time.